Hi folks, Joel Self, Outdoor Instructor here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel and another video with the Freelander 2. We're going to be driving Star Lane today. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've put up a proper video. This one is still not quite a proper Lander of a video, I'm very sorry. I'm on my way back from a Mill and Motors meet, Freelander 2 off-road group members. Lovely, lovely morning, and I couldn't help but drive this lane as I come back past it. The reason there's not been any real videos out lately, any sort of full-length things, it's just because work has been too crazy busy at the moment, so I'm very sorry. I do have a couple of videos in the pipeline, including how to fit a snorkel on a Freelander 2, and I've also got the well overdue Muddy Weekender video, not from this year, but from 2021. That's still due to go out. I'm very sorry to everyone who's been waiting on that. But anyway, let's get on to Star Lane and show you what this beautiful lane is all about. Stop for a photo quickly. She's very almost cocking a leg. Just about got, I think, 2 inches of clearance there. Just about. Dear, dear. Right. Such a beautiful day. Let's head on down the rest of the lane. Right, this is where it gets tight. appears the anti-laning crowd have been out again. This is like the 4th or 5th one of these I've moved out of the way. I think they've underestimated my mighty strength though. It weighs literally nothing. There we go. A nice free path for the landy. I must admit, I do like making these laning videos. Makes me feel like I'm quite a fun guy. Sorry, the jokes won't get any better. Breathe in. There you go. So I thought I'd stop quickly, do this lane on my way home from the Mill and Motors meet. This is turning out to have been maybe a questionable decision, as that's the lane and we got the world's biggest tree has fallen down across the lane. It's sticking out into the field over there. It's come down from way up the top, and well, without a chainsaw that ain't going anywhere. That's properly dense there. You can see where it's all split off up above. So I now have a very exciting task of trying to turn around on a lane that is not much tighter, not much wider than the landy is. This is going to be a fun set of reversing. Hopefully I can get up into the wood on one side or the other and turn around, but I'm not going to lie, I don't hold off much hope for that. Okay, well it looks like my bacon's been saved a little bit, because this is the very tightest bit of the track, where I'm pushed hard up against a dry stone wall and trees on either side, and I'm talking it's like in some areas around that corner it's millimeters to spare on either side of the landy, so reversing through there would be a bit tricky. Conveniently I'm just here, so that's not particularly long stretch to the worst bit, but up on the side here, I mean, I can't really give you much scale. This is a little footpath going there, so that's not sort of the width of a vehicle or anything, but I reckon I can just about swing up in here. There's a dead tree across just there, so I reckon I might get the saw out or see if I can just snap it off, take that out of the way, and then that might give me some space to just nudge around in there and do a 41 bazillion point turn and try and turn the old girl around. It's also on quite a steep angle. It's not really showing it, but it's uphill. It's going to be an interesting way to turn around. Anyway, let's get on with it, see how we do. Right, with any luck, we'll be able to get the landy up there. Let's see if we fit. I'm afraid I'm not sure what this footage is going to look like from where I've put you there. I don't really have anywhere else I can put you where you might get an idea of what's going on. So that's the best angle you're going to get. I'm really sorry. I lied. I think I found a good perch for you. We'll see if we can get you up on there. I was just about to say to the camera that even getting past this bit has proved difficult. I've just done that in as well, just literally on the tree you're attached to. That is how tight this lane is. Dear oh dear. What a nuisance. Ah well, part of the course I guess, isn't it? See if we can get turned around, it's going to be interesting. Yeah, I reckon I'm going to have to back out the whole way. I'm just not going to be able to manoeuvre myself up into that gap. It's too tight a bend with this side of the track. I can't get the nose swung all the way around and get up in there at a good angle. So even if I was to take out that other bit of dead tree that's up there, we'd be in a right pickle. So reversing up the lane it is, slow and steady, and hopefully the only damage we do today is that little bit just there. That's a real shame. This vehicle's done really well not to take anything other than just getting a bit scratched up. That's the first time it's you know, had a proper injury. So we'll see if we can get out of this one without too much more of a mishap. Never mind. It does go sort of, you know, hand in hand taking on these lanes, particularly when you go by yourself. It's not normally recommended, and ordinarily I wouldn't have thought anything of doing this lane by myself. I'm literally at the end of the lane, just the other side of that tree, so it's a shame that I'm not be able to get that out. So I've sawn away the dead branch that was coming across here. I think now I can probably just get up in there. Problem is I can't get too close to this the bit of the tree that goes straight up, and I'm having problems with, you know, getting very close to this bank on this side, which doesn't sound awful in principle, but of course if the wheels are down here or just starting to climb the bank, then our nose is looking at catching on the tree or then the wall as we swing back around. So it is a real tight spot. Unfortunately, when I caught the mirror a minute ago, it was just right on the end of there, and you guys were perched on just here, so I'm sure you'll hear the audio of it cracking. Luckily the mirror still works, it's just a tiny little crack on the top of it, but yeah, what a nuisance. Never mind. Right, let's see if we can get up in that gap there. Looks huge on camera, it's tiny in reality. Well, I've given it a couple of goes. She ain't gonna fit up the whole lane. That's the second time I've said this. Third time I've said that. Hopefully this time I can commit to it and we'll just reverse all the way back up. What a bother. Well, I reckon we've got about 3-4 inches that side, and on the other side of the vehicle, well, you can't really see, but that branch there is coming up and over us, So compared to the roof rack up above, I've got just a couple of mil that side. That is why this is such a hard technical traverse, and why I really wanted to be turned around for it. But so far we're making good progress. We started, about 200 meters that way, so we've come around one bend. We're now on to the second bend. Scooping the moss off the bloody rocks. We're still going. I think, in honesty, we're past the worst of it now. I'm just hoping that in a moment it's going to open up enough that I can get the door open at least and hop out for a minute. I did climb out the window earlier just to double check what was behind me. We've got a gateway just up here. I remember now, I haven't passed it. I wonder if I might be able to open the gate. We'll have to see. I don't hold up too much out. This is a tight little corner. That's it. Oh, the gate looks like I can probably open it. Mind you, I think I'm pretty much to the wide open section now. Yeah, there's not a lock on the gate. There's not really space in there to turn around either, though. What I'm going to do, whilst I can, is leave this in the gateway. I'm going to pop out, walk back, and see how far it is to that wide open spot where we took a photo on the way down. If it's not too far, I'll carry on reversing up. Failing that, I'll open this gate and see if I can turn around just inside the field. I could open up the gate here and try and turn around on the track there. Just for perspective's sake, that's still only a vehicle's width, that track. I've got some space on the hill I could turn around. However, I know that this lane, unfortunately, does get blocked by people not very keen on greenlaning. They put little branches across, you know, nothing like the tree that we've encountered today. But what I might do is just mooch on it this way, because I think just along there it opens up again, but we'll have to see. I'm going to go for a walk. If it does, we'll reverse the last little bit and turn around up there rather than going out into here, because obviously you don't want to cause any aggro for other laners wanting to come and use this beautiful lane. It's just a shame there's a tree on it. I thought I'd brighten up the inside of the Freelander with some foliage, you know, just to make it, you know, homely. People have house plants, I can have a car plant, can't I? Happy days. We're just getting up to the section that's really nice and open. I'm thrilled, so very thrilled. There we go. Oh, it's humongous. Loads of space. Right, we'll see if we can get this old girl turned around. talk about it then. The good, the bad, the ugly. We went down a lane, we didn't have anyone else in convoy with us, which meant that we were by ourselves to get ourselves up and down. That's a pretty tricky spot to be in. We did have a saw with us, but not the chainsaw that I would normally carry when I go out doing slightly harder core laning. Must admit, on a local lane I had underestimated sort of the difficulty I could get myself into. So, you know, nobody is perfect, everyone makes mistakes, and hopefully this video has shown that, yeah, I made some mistakes today. I did have a first aid kit with me, like I say, did have a saw, did have stuff to sleep there, did have some food with me, some drinks with me. You know, I was prepared, and I always am when I go laning, to get stuck and live with it. You know, I've got to stay there if I get totally stuck. You know, had it been a little bit later in the evening, had the light been going, I would have had to have slept there overnight and then got myself out the next morning. Had it been raining, that would have made things a bit slippy and a bit difficult, but not impossible. Stupidly, I don't have my traction boards on. I normally have those, and had it been wet, I might have well wanted those, and obviously didn't have them with me. So, yeah, just a sort of a little rant and rave to say I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's why videos like this should be on the internet, so you can see what happens when someone screws it up. I would like to think that I'm fairly well prepared and able to look after myself. I've managed to get myself out of this lane. It's incredibly tight, trying to reverse out of that. No spotter, no one to help sort of guide me through it. So that was a bit of a challenge single-handed, but you know, ultimately it's my own silly fault. If I go down there, I should be responsible for getting myself sorted. So we're out back where we started. Not exactly the video I had planned. I thought this was going to be a short little jaunt through to the road at the other end, and that would have been the whole video done and dusted. As it happens, I don't know how long I've been, at least an hour, getting all the way down and then reversing all the way back up. So it could have been far worse. It could have taken me a lot longer than it did. But I hope, anyway, it's been interesting for you, and a nice video for you to watch, sat at home, nice and comfortable, not having broken your landy's wing mirror. Anyway, there's only a little scratch, a war wound to remember the trip by. Anyway, I hope you will catch us in another video coming up some other time. For now though, I've been Joel, Instructor. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.